In the world of social media, a strange phenomenon is occurring. The influence of influencers is waning. It seems we've had our fill of heavily filtered attention seekers with their ubiquitous fake lips trying to subtly sell us something. But don't worry, your Instagram and TikTok feeds are getting a welcome refresh. And that's because of the rise of anti-influencers, people whose sway and appeal to big brands actually increases the less they care about what others think of them. Leading the way are two of the most proudly ordinary blokes you could ever meet. Matt Ford and Jack Steele are known online as the Inspired Unemployed, but in reality, they're very busy making a fortune.
Come fly with me, we'll fly away.
It might be hard to get your head around, but pranksters Matt Ford and Jack Steele, better known as the Inspired Unemployed, have been given their own Boeing 737 for the day by Virgin just to muck around with.
They kicked us off the runway, but they put us in here. I don't know what the logic in that was.
Perhaps even harder to believe for some is that the airline thinks letting them loose will translate to more customers.
So you boys on your L's or your P's?
I'm yells.
Yeah, I'm on my P's. I've been teaching him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's gone well.
Yeah. Teach me. What happens here?
So this is just like, that's your rocket launcher off the left phalange.
And the red button, what's that one do?
I get your beers to the cockpit.
Yeah.
This was the polished way Virgin promoted itself only a few years ago.
Bill, if you had your head straight, yeah, that's good.
Just cruising.
Now everyone's just, you're on his shoulder.
And this is what the Inspired Unemployed boys, along with their mates, came up with for the airline this week.
Not straight to the camera.
Hey, it looks good. It actually looks pretty good.
Welcome to the upside-down world of marketing in 2021, a phenomenon largely led by these self-described battlers. If someone says to you, "What's your job?" what do you say?
That's a great question.
Idiot.
Idiot, yeah. Full-time idiot.
And I think we're just taking the piss out of ourselves.
Yeah.
I think Aussie's just like that.
But it's true, that's such an Australian tradition, but you've managed to monetise the Aussie tradition.
Yeah.
Fully. It's like Americans love seeing the rich and the glamour, and whereas Aussie tradition is just, Aussie culture is just completely take the piss out of yourself. When we're ripping on people or things, it's generally ourselves as well.
Yeah.
So we're fine with that, and I think people are really accepting of it.
Oh my God. Dude, we just got an invitation for the GQ Men of the Year Award. What the hell is GQ? No, it's like the male version of Vogue. Gucci, Louis Vuitton. This is massive, man.
The simple fact is their unique humour is attracting so much positive attention that big brands are paying big money to become the butt of their jokes.
Right.
David Jones is just one of them. Normally, the runway for their season launch is full of stony-faced supermodels, but this year they went for something very different.
We have no idea what we're doing.
This is hard work.
DJs wanted to tap into the halo of popularity surrounding the Inspired Unemployed.
I think I've blown a disc.
Yeah, you're right. Mate, you're right.
Hey, get the ambulance, call him in.
It's not easy, this stuff, I'm telling you.
And watching the boys in action, it's clear to see that having fun is at the heart of everything they do.
Are these two boys a marketer's dream?
I think they are. I think they are as people. I think they're really lovely people. There's nothing elitist about them at all.
And that's what Aussies love.
That is what Aussies love. That's what makes it special.
Edwina McCann is the editor of Vogue, Australia's most iconic fashion magazine. She identified Matt and Jack's talents early and got them to grace her own prized pages, a lead that so many high-end brands are now following.
Gotta get up, gotta get up, gotta get up.
So if you're a big business, how do they actually translate that from a couple of guys taking the mickey effectively out of their brand to actually increasing sales?
It gets cut through. So if you want to get the attention of Gen Zs or Gen Xs, you know, like if you want to get the attention of people who you want to buy your product, you've got to go to where those people are. And they are absolutely on those channels. And that does translate into sales.
Hey Chris, this guy's only 2 minutes over and I'm pretty sure that's him coming to pay now. Should we leave it? No.
When Edwina talks about channels, she means social media. And that's where the Inspired Unemployed has amassed a cult following with their uniquely Australian sense of humour.
2, 1, boom. There we go.
These aren't your average influencers though. In fact, they're happy to mock the traditional social media stars.
So first off, guys, what we want to do is get a face wipe and just really take that bad energy and dirt out of the pores.
Guys, face wipes are amazing. I'm pretty sure they're like vegan.
The success of their skits is that they're just relatable.
Get off the road, you I mean, I was only holding up like 10 cars. It's not that bad.
I know, it's like 2021. Get over it.
And when they aren't cracking gags, they're dancing with their mates. It's all just shot on their phones and instantly devoured by their devoted followers, of which there are now more than 2.5 million worldwide.
They're really smart as well when it just comes to, you know, Australian cliches and that kind of thing. They really know how to hit the mark with Aussies.
They really do. And they just really, in a second, kind of encapsulate everything that Australians feel about certain things, but poke fun at our anger at people, you know, riding a bike on the street and the way tradies talk to them.
Mate, you really know how to piss me off! What? I haven't done anything. That's the problem!
But it is funny. They point out what's funny about us to us.
You know, there'd be so many people across Australia put up funny videos thinking, this could turn into something one day. Why do you think you guys were a success?
I think a massive thing was relating to people. Like our content is super relatable, so people say anyway. But then when we, you know, reached a certain amount of attraction, we were like, holy hell, you can actually make money, or you could do this for a career. Is that a joke?
I feel like fashion's becoming less serious. I think they're trying to make it more inclusive for everyone to buy, maybe. And then we're just the gateway where we're these average people.
It seems social media users are sick of airbrushed airheads, and now they can't get enough of people just being themselves.
Works right.
These two are as authentic as it gets. From Gerringong on the New South Wales south coast,
Now.
where they worked as labourers on building sites for their dads. That helped them hone their Aussie humour, but it also reaffirmed they wanted careers elsewhere.
Working hard to make a living, bringing shelter from the rain. A father, son, left to carry on.
Smoke out yet, Dad?
Yeah, keep going. That looks good.
Yeah. Nail her up. Wrong one. I forgot what gyprock looks like. It's actually timber.
Just doing a quick shift here remind you why you wanted to get out of it?
Yeah, I don't think I ever wanted to be on here to start with.
I just saw you checking calluses on your
Yeah,
hands.
just shaking hands. I'm out of work
You've
for a
done
week
10
now.
minutes work and you're already checking the
Hospital, triple O.
That's it.
Well, the first job I ever did when I was with Dad, it was just moving bricks like that. So this is why I can't work with him. He just gives me shit all day. And I just knew from that point, I knew I didn't want to do it.
But in the bigger picture, you're like, will I be doing this until I'm 50 or 60? And for me, it freaked the hell out of me. I did not want to do it.
It's no more high-vis these days. Now, the boys are decked out in luxury brands like Gucci. This is a collaboration they shot for the century-old Italian fashion house, renowned for its sophistication. Instead, these two pretended to be old men dancing around town. This is apparently what sells clothes in this day and age. And you'll never guess just how much the boys are getting paid to have this much fun.
budget,
Yeah.
as you can see.
For all their fame and fortune, Instagram stars Jack Steele and Matt Ford still live in a share house with their mates and love an early morning surf. But even during their downtime, this duo, dubbed the Inspired Unemployed, can't help but take the mickey out of anything and anyone in their path.
How annoying are those 60-minute blokes?
Oh, mate. Especially Tom.
Oh, Tom.
He just doesn't shut up.
And they've managed to turn this humour into big business. Have you typed your name into Google?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What are you getting out of here?
Do you know what the first thing that comes up in the search bar is?
No.
Is it age?
Net worth.
Net worth.
They do. I've seen that, yeah. And we've had people ask that, like...
If they find out, can you let us know?
Yeah.
Come on, what's the answer?
Put it this way, we haven't sold our tools,
Yeah.
but we're not working.
Yeah.
So...
But it's, I mean, how many brands do you have knocking on your door each week?
We get at least 10 emails a day from different brands.
That's us. Apparently our manager gets up to 30 a day. And we have to say no to almost all of them. 99%, you know, you can take all these brands on, make all this money or whatever, but in 6 months no one likes you because you've just completely sold out.
Do your thing.
But Vogue editor Edwina McCann, who helped talent spot the boys, knows their worth to image-conscious brands.
Do you have any idea what influencers like this can command in terms of fees for campaigns?
Well, I would definitely know they'd be in 5 zeros now. I'd say they'd be getting into 6 zeros. So, and you know, if they break America, that could turn into more.
From fashion labels to wine, even skincare.
Eating the leftovers.
Aussie companies are queuing up to be in on Matt and Jack's jokes. Do you find yourself scratching your head sometimes, though, and thinking, how did we end up here?
Every day.
Yeah, every day.
Honestly, every day.
Everyone asks how you process it, and you just haven't. We haven't. We
You
haven't.
try to. Like, I remember when our manager said, 60 Minutes want to do an interview on you, and we just were like, shut up, seriously. And then we're just like, we were just in so much disbelief. We ended up like running around like screaming, going, yes. Like even before we came into this interview, we gave each other like a hug and we're like, all right, let's go do it. So
try and be grateful all the time.
Yeah.
I think they've always been happy-go-lucky kids.
He was a big mummy's boy as well.
I was a bit of a mummy's boy.
Big
I'm not
mummy's boy.
anymore.
If the boys are surprised by their success, well, their families are just as confused.
I still don't understand all this Instagram and all that. I don't know how they make money out of it.
Well, a lot of those videos of Matt as a praying mantis,
Yeah.
literally, he did that to me my whole friggin' life. So I can't believe he's getting money to do that now. And I'm like, I had to put up with that for 28 years.
You deserve a commission. Chatting with their families, it's easy to see where these lads get their humour, but also their humility from. Why do you think the boys have become so successful?
It's the type of guys they are. They're very humble and they're very lovable because they're just ordinary guys making people laugh and have a good time.
We're super proud of them.
And to come as far as what they've come is incredible. Yeah.
Cheers to that.
I reckon.
Yeah, thank you.
To the boys. Matt Ford and Jack Steele certainly have a lot to celebrate. In an industry where so many people pretend to be something they're not with filters and fillers, these two are a breath of fresh air. The secret to their success is that they are who they are.
And we know how fortunate we are to be in this position. That's why we're like, let's just go and work hard as we can at it to try and maintain it because
that was for sure.
We know it might not be forever. So
how good is it doing it with a mate though?
Like the best.
To be able to share the journey with someone is insane.
This is just the best feeling in the world.
You get teary.
I know.
Stop it. Stop it.
But it's actually pretty special.
It's super
It is.
special.
It's amazing. I'm your good mate.
You're my good mate. You are my good mate.
Hello, I'm Sarah Abo. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our Extra Minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.